Hey guys, it's David of My Freedom Smokes. Today I'm going to talk to you about a new RDA coming to us from the Council of Vapor. Familiar name, new version, it's the Royal Hunter X. Council of Vapor did the original Royal Hunter a few years ago, probably about a year and a half, 2 years ago now. And it's a great little RDA, great for flavor, great for clouds, had a little honeycomb spit guard in there, kind of keep from spit back of a hot coil popping juice back on you. That's gone now, but they've done some other things that are pretty cool with this design. It's now a 24 millimeter RDA, so it kind of fits right in there with all the average size of everything coming out now. Everything's kind of moved up to the 24, where used to the average size is about 22. Comes with a wide bore Delrin drip tip. Cool little build deck. I'll show you the build deck here in just a second. Carries right on with the Council of Vapor quality we all know from their tanks and their RDAs and stuff like that. Real good, looks almost high quality, high-end type stuff at a more budget-friendly price point. The Royal Hunter X has been doing excellent on flavor and clouds, and I think it's just because it's a nice short build with a great way you can fit the coils in there. Similar to like how we did a Peerless video recently, you can do your bigger coils or your smaller coils. I'll give you a couple different options on this deck. As you see right off, it's got the 4 holes in it, similar to what you've seen on some of the older decks. You got 2 posts, you got positive post and negative post, each with little 2 holes each. So you can do a dual build and have your leads going in their individual holes. But say you got something bigger like a Clapton or a fused Clapton, Alien, something like that. You don't want to try to force that into the little hole. The top of each post has actually got plates similar to like the Goon and stuff like that. So you can actually loosen those screws up. And see if I can get one loose for you real quick. It's a little difficult to get them loose. Anyway, it's got the little plates on top of it, so you can fit your leads under there with your wider, more exotic builds and still be able to clamp everything down in there. They've also, it's kind of hard to tell, but the posts have a little curve to them. This one kind of curves downwards like that, and the other one goes the opposite way. That way it gives a more natural fit to the way your leads kind of fall off your build, so everything kind of lines up a little easier. And I actually took out some coils out of another RDA, slid them right in here, and they're almost perfectly centered to begin with. And I did use that clamp design on my build here. It's a 5 millimeter deep juice well, so you can get plenty of juice. I've caught myself a few times thinking, okay, I need to rejuice. Pop the cap and everything's still wet, so it holds plenty of juice in this guy. Top cap itself has little openings for your airflow. It does have a single opening if you want to do a single coil, single side airflow. And the way that works is there's actually 3 little slots on either side. And then once you turn that in there, it actually closes off. So you can close off 1 slot, 2 slots, or all 3 slots if you really want to close all your airflow off. But it's kind of directional. When you come in from direction, if you turn it counterclockwise, it closes everything off properly. But if you turn it clockwise, it kind of makes for a weird shape and closes your airflow off a different way. So if you want to do that and go by each slot separately, you want to do counterclockwise when you turn it. And then the cap, the drip tip itself has a little O-ring on there. Very similar to some of the stuff on the market, but it didn't actually fit anything. I did think it looked a lot like the Roughneck V2 tip. I had one in my bag and I went to try to swap them out. Very close, but not quite. So there may be something on the market for it aftermarket, but as of right now, I don't know what would actually fit this, but the drip tip itself is really nice. It comes on there. All right. There you go. There's my builds I have on there on the clamp style. Everything fit in there nicely, and like I said, the way that curve system is on those posts, everything lined up really quickly. This is a fused Clapton build, reading 0.14 and vaping at 75 watts. Very smooth airflow on this. It's making some great flavor. It just feels natural when you draw on it. You don't feel like you're having to stress yourself to draw on it because the airflow is too tight or too open, where you feel like you're pulling a lot of air in and nothing else. Very comfortable airflow on this, and that drip tip just fits comfortably on the mouth. Like I said, great flavor coming off this guy. This Roy Hunter X would be something for somebody looking for a very versatile RDA, similar to how we did the Peerless. You can do your big builds, you can do your small builds. It's very user-friendly the way that post design is set up. So, and then also it's a great price. It's about half the price of some of the higher end RDAs you'd be looking at for this, maybe even less depending on what RDA you're actually looking for. It's probably one of my favorite RDAs I've used in a while. The Roy Hunter X is available on our website. If you have any questions about the Roy Hunter X, please leave them in the comments below. As always, this is Dave with My Freedom Smokes, and thank you for vaping.